Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. I'm aware that I've worn this video. What? This shirt several videos in a row, but it's because it's what I feel comfortable in at the moment. Anyway, so for today's video, you know the website Insider? I have this conspiracy theory that I came up with yesterday that someone at Insider who writes articles really doesn't like Jeffree Star because they keep doing articles about Jeffree Star, the expose of Jeffree Star, downfalls of Jeffree Star. It's like a drama commentary YouTuber video, but just in article form. So anyway, I found two articles about Jeffree Star and we're going to look over them because that's what we like to do. However, before we get into that, two things. First of all, YouTube is doing that thing where they're unsubbing active subscribers. God knows why. So go down, make sure you're subscribed if you've been unsubscribed. If you're not a subscriber, maybe consider subscribing. It really helps. And also like or dislike and comment for the engagement. And the second thing is that today's video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Sexy champions? Check. Sexier bosses? Check. Millions of sexier players? Check. Raid Shadow Legends has it all. This game brings back everything I remember about my childhood, such as when I'd fight elves and orcs just up the road at Tesco's. Curious? Aroused? Then check out my link in the description box below and download the game and find out yourself. Have I ever mentioned that you can play Raid on both mobile and desktop? Did you know that Raid Shadow Legends has 16 factions including High Elves, Barbarians, Orcs, and my favourite, the Lizard Men? Here's some lore about the Lizard Men. Once there were Lizard Men who had an empire, something along the lines of ancient Egypt in style. Wow, it's like Raid Shadow Legends is a historical game as well as being a fun mobile and desktop game. But then, horrible human barbarians ruined everything. Now the Lizard Men are scattered tribes. Most have reverted to barbarism, and some have even gone full beast. So in the spirit of Thanksgiving, let's summon a rare champion right now. Oh, it's an orc. Not quite the lizard man that I was hoping for, but I guess he'll have to do. Raid is constantly bringing out new champions, and here's some concept art for some of the ones they're currently working on. Check out the detail on these guys. You just don't see that kind of quality and detail in a mobile game. I really like the look of this lizard guy, and I can't wait to see what they're all about. Go to the video description, click on the special links, and if you're a new player, you'll get 200,000 silver plus one free champion. Grinner. Hello. All this treasure will be waiting for you here. So once again, big thank you to Raid Shadow Legends, best friend of the Alizee channel, for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get on with it. The first article, and by first I mean it came out a few weeks ago, and I've only just gotten around to seeing it. Jeffree Star, James Charles and other influencers are facing backlash for exploiting animals and posing with monkeys to promote a fashion brand. Jeffree poses with a capuchin monkey to promote fashion brand Bananas Monkey. Bananas Monkey. I'm not the most clued up person about things, but it just doesn't sound like a very good Bananas Monkey. Okay. So they recently sent a baboon and capuchin monkey to the homes of Jeffree Star, James Charles and other influencers to promote his clothing. Though it's unclear who created the fashion company, some people think controversial YouTubers Austin and Catherine McBroom of the Ace family are behind it. What weird conspiracy theory is this? This is like some Illuminati shit. People online are now arguing that the videos and photos exploit animals and encourage people to seek out wild species as pets that they can't properly care for. Debbie Metzler of PETA also told Insider that Bananas Monkey and the influencers promote the brand are helping to fuel a shady industry that forcefully separates baby monkeys from their mothers to raise them as pets. Now, the influencers are being criticised for exploiting animals, encouraging private ownership of wild species, and in some cases being hypocritical for posing with monkeys when they often promote cruelty-free beauty products. I mean, if you really want to open this can of worms, cruelty-free worms, it's hypocritical that they promote cruelty-free beauty products and, well, Jeffree loves wearing fur. So that in itself is hypocritical. And some people disagree with that, but it's, well, no, they're going cruelty-free so they can try and make a buck off of the people who are environmentally aware of where their makeup and products come from. So it's purely a cynical business move, not because they actually give a shit about the vegans popping out now. I try and keep my vegan like in a cupboard somewhere for videos because I don't want to, I am aware that these views can be polarizing and alienating somewhat, but it is, yeah, Jeffree Star can do what he wants, but to have cruelty-free products to make a buck off of people who care about animals and then wears fur, which is not needed, it's 2020, it's hypocritical. I said it, like I don't care. It is hypocritical. And people can argue with that point, but remember, you're standing for a person who laughs at you when he makes his apology videos. Anyway, according to its website, Bananas Monkey, what a stupid name, can't get over that, aims to help shoppers embrace the unconventional through clothes that add an offbeat twist to classic silhouettes. That is a whole lot of nothing. That doesn't mean anything. Sometimes some influencers are only good at being influencers. About Us, on the Bananas Monkey website. A few years ago, a piece of fruit and a primate met to discuss life's big questions. They wondered why sweatpants weren't allowed at the office, why pizza bagels were missing from Michelin restaurants, and why comfort couldn't extend from morning to night. To answer these questions, they created Bananas Monkey. The brand lives beyond the cage of normalcy by adding an offbeat twist to classic silhouettes. Bananas Monkey invites you to embrace the unconventional and be bold in your uniqueness. Wow, these clothes better be really, really oh, okay. Okay. Just a bunch of basic, very unique. Okay, right. It's weird when brands are very up their own arse and really like pretentious. Use words like bespoke, and then the products themselves are just, you probably go to Primark and find that. Journalist Yashar Ali shared a compilation video of Star, James, Charles, Michael Yerga and Daisy Keach posing the animals on Twitter. Using primates like this not only abusive but also ends up encouraging private ownership of primates. This is exploitative and gross. These monkeys are living beings, not props. The brand is terrible for using them this way. These influencers are just as bad as for supporting and promoting this. Some said they were especially bothered by Star's decision to pose with the monkeys and pointed out they included a live alligator in his latest makeup campaign video. Okay. On Twitter, people argued that Star's photos and videos with wild animals contradict his promotion of vegan and cruelty-free products through Jeffree Star Cosmetics. As National Geographic previously reported, monkeys sold in the pet trade can come from zoos and laboratories. Breeders, however, often take baby primates from their mothers as early as 3 days old and later give them stuffed animals, blankets, or other inanimate objects in place of their mothers. The animals can then go on to develop abnormal behaviours in their youth, according to the publication, and even become dangerous as they reach sexual maturity. Well, I guess the easiest thing to do then is to not buy Jeffree Star Cosmetics and also not buy this Bananas Monkey clothes. $98 for a hoodie. Okay. Moving on swiftly. Jeffree Star's makeup empire isn't what it used to be, with videos that don't even hit 1 million views and makeup in TJ Maxx. It's funny because on one hand here I am making a video about this article, but on the other hand it does feel a little bit like, is it newsworthy? Well, let's see. Okay, the journalist behind this article, Kat Tenbarge, is a digital culture reporter for Insider. She investigates influencers, internet communities, and everything online. Look at all this stuff. She's giving me content. Don't worry, I'll credit you. Go check out our articles then. No, she's done another one on Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star's merch company reported a COVID-19 outbreak among its staff with 10 confirmed cases. Right, one thing at a time. Okay, let's go for the COVID outbreak one. Makeup mogul Jeffree Star has claimed to have part ownership of Killer Merch, a merchandising company that works with internet stars like Cody Ko and Shane Dawson, as well as traditional celebrities like Kevin Hart and Little Dicky. Didn't know that. Killer Merch is one of the 167 non-residential settings in Los Angeles County, which includes workplaces, restaurants, and retail stores with 3 or more laboratory-confirmed COVID-19 cases. The Public Health Department in LA County says there are 10 confirmed COVID-19 cases at Killer Merch. Star also announced in a recent YouTube video that he believes he had the coronavirus in February along with a bunch of its employees. The news of COVID-19 cases at Killer Merch was first reported by YouTube drama channel Here for the Tea. Maybe this reporter is a YouTube drama channel. Who posted a screenshot of the LA County's public health website on Instagram. And there's the screenshot, total confirmed staff 10. Star claims he had a severe fever while travelling in the Dominican Republic at the beginning of the year. Way back in February, me, Shane, Madison and a bunch of my employees had COVID, so I had it so long ago. I've gotten tested a lot, we've done a lot of photo shoots and I get tested all the time, I've never retested. Huh? What does that mean? I get tested all the time, I've never retested. What? In March, Dawson also talked about his belief that he had the coronavirus. His belief. Did he make it into a conspiracy theory? Although he never tested positive for it at the time, which was in January, February, before the pandemic hit the US. Dawson said at the time he thought someone had brought the coronavirus into his house and that Dawson had then inadvertently spread it to Star's executive assistant, Madison Lytle, and some of Dawson's friends and family. Around the same time in March, Star announced he was closing the Killer Merch offices. The offices have since been reopened and received a federal loan in the amount of $350,000 to $1 million on May 3rd. Star has released free makeup collections during the pandemic. The framing of that sentence is done on purpose. They applied and received a federal loan. However, Star also did free makeup collections. So they applied for a loan. Meanwhile, Star was making a bunch of money. Right, and let's move on to... That was quite impromptu. I didn't plan on talking about that. That was cool. For more than a decade, the beauty guru Jeffree Star has balanced public controversy with career growth. Despite making enemies and having a contentious reputation, his social media platform and net worth have only grown. But in 2020, after a year of scandals, it seems like Star may finally, I put in the finally there subconsciously, may be facing consequences. Critics have noticed that Star's engagement on social media is down. I think everyone's is a little bit down, to be honest, but before I saw this article, me and a friend were talking about this a few days prior, that... What did my friend say? She said she'd noticed his recent video just barely got 1 million views. It's been up for 10 or 11 days, however many days when this video comes out, it seems. And he changed the title of the video. Hold on. He changed the title of the video to Confronting All the Drama, Blood Money Transformation featuring India Farrar. So apparently, and I don't know what the title was beforehand, but apparently he changed it to mentioning drama, and they don't even mention drama in the video. But he did this to try to bolster the views a little bit. But I didn't see the video when it first came out, so I can't verify that. It's just something my mate was saying. His latest Jeffree Star Cosmetics makeup collection hasn't sold out, and some of the older palettes are being sold for reduced prices at TJ Maxx, something Star has mocked other beauty entrepreneurs for. In Star's most recent video, a collaboration with drag queen India Farrar, posted on November 15, had under 1 million views at the time of this writing. The video failed to surpass 1 million views within a full week of uploading, and Star hasn't had a video perform at that level since 2016. On Farrar's tweet announcing the collaboration, there's twice as many negative comments as positive ones. On Instagram, despite having 14.3 million followers, Star hasn't had a post break 1 million likes since September 2nd. Star previously mocked his former best friend, Kat Von D, for having her products sold in TJ Maxx stores. I keep thinking it's TK Maxx. Are TJ Maxx and TK Maxx sister companies? Someone tell me in the comments below. Tweeting, KVD will be a TJ Maxx exclusive in 2019, I heard, in December 2018. And before I forget, does anyone know any good makeup brands that are cruelty-free? Because I'm not happy with my Urban Decay foundation. I meant to say this at the beginning of the video, but my Urban Decay foundation, I think because my skincare routine is different now, it started like caking and it looks really, really bad. I just have a nice light. It actually looks really bad in real life. So if anyone knows any good cruelty-free, preferably vegan, makeup brands with good foundation, doesn't cake, but it's not full coverage because I don't like it being caked on, let me know in the comments below. If anyone, I'll know if people made it this far to the video just by saying that. There's a Keemstar tweet here. Breaking, Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, conspiracy palette popping up at TJ Maxx at high discounts. Imagine that being breaking news. A cash grab product is getting sold at the price it should have been sold at in the first place. Star has released several makeup collections since the Conspiracy collection. They haven't performed nearly as well as when shoppers lined up for hours ahead of the Dawson's collaboration release. I will never, I don't queue up for anything. I don't think I've queued up in anticipation of the release of a product. You would never catch me queuing up. Imagine in like a few years' time, you catch me queuing up for some product. But you'd never catch me like queuing up, waiting in a line outside of Apple or whatever. During that first lockdown when there were loads of queues for Sainsbury's and Tesco's, I won't queue up, I'll just go home. Go to the shop, see there's a big queue, and then just be like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna go home, I've got loads of baked beans to eat. I don't like queuing up for shit, unless I really have to. And guess what? You don't have to queue up for a makeup collection. Star's most recent launch, the Blood Money collection, hasn't sold out more than 2 weeks after its release, according to his website. It seems like Star's reputation is finally catching up to him. Well, it's taken about over a decade, hasn't it? Then it just goes into the problematic behaviour and comments of Star, which we've discussed at length on this channel. Then in October, an insider report also unearthed accusations of sexual assault, physical violence, and $10,000 hush money offers that Starr denied for his attorneys. He didn't address the report publicly. The combination of scandals appears to have impacted Starr's reputation. The beauty YouTuber is preparing for his Black Friday sale, but where there used to be plenty of internet buzz, there's now barely a whisper. I mean, but he's still very, very, very rich, so I'm sure he's not worried too much. He's probably more worried about not getting the attention he desperately requires to function on a day-to-day basis. Anyway, that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, do remember to like, comment, subscribe. I make new videos whenever I feel like it. Thank you very much again to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring today's video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!